You are tuned into the sounds of UrbanX.
So, yesterday, got the news that the CashApp founder was stabbed to death in California.
Yes.
Now, they released some. Apparently, they released some
911
calls when he was cursing them out because they wasn't sending help over in adequate enough time. He got stabbed to death.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything about the person who stabbed him. If they caught the suspect, I didn't hear nothing about a motive. So it was just odd, right?
Yes.
A Cash App founder, I'm assuming he's billionaire, stabbed. That seems like a crime of passion.
That is a crime of passion. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't.
Or that's a crime where we wanted you to feel pain.
Touched. Yes.
We wanted to touch you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he was killed. Hold on. Yeah, his name is Bob Lee. So he was killed, and then obviously, you know, we talking about Cash App. We talking about sending money digitally, just seamlessly through apps and stuff like that. You owe somebody money, just Cash App them, stuff like that.
Right.
And then, but at the same time, we're going through a point where the Chinese and the Russians are, ditching the dollar. They're trying to get everybody else to ditch the dollar.
Yes.
There's some African nations who are talking greasy about America ditching the dollar. They was just like, listen, global economy about to look different in a couple weeks.
Yes.
Stay tuned. So everybody's apparently, ditching the dollar. We look crazy. Cash App founder gets killed. Now, today, announcement comes out that FedNow, which is the federal government's version of Cash App, is rolling out this summer. Now,
Yes.
scary stuff. FedNow is going to be the intermediary.
Yeah. Intermediary.
Yes, thank you. Between banks and businesses now. So when you send money to a company, it goes to FedNow immediately, and then it goes to that company. So now the federal government has access to every single one of your purchases.
Yes.
This was the original, I would say, pitch for cryptocurrency in the first place. Why it was important, because there was no middleman. It was person to person.
Yes.
Me and you are doing our business. We are transacting. We are exchanging funds just from me to you.
Right.
No middleman.
And if you have that wallet in
Right.
particular with
Right.
those codes, your money is safe and
right,
protected.
because it's on the blockchain and stuff like that. Now, it seems like that the FedNow thing is going to muscle every big business. I don't know about small businesses yet, if it's going to be a requirement to transact online.
I think it will be, because in order to get your small business loan and stuff like that, they may make that a prerequisite that you have to use FedNow, and that's the way they monitor how business is being done. But continue.
Now, only thing, we heard about the Fed doing something in July regarding the digital currency. So a lot of people were already talking about that. We've kind of covered that a few times on the channel. But so I don't know if it's the timing of a guy getting stabbed and then this coming out, or was that always going to be the plan?
Well, I think the timing of this actually coincided more with Donald Trump, being indicted.
Okay.
Because that happened. The FedNow stuff sort of dropped around the same time. As we talked about, when they get you looking left, you always have to peek right. So while everybody's energy, grandmother, this, that, everybody was spewing their hatred and sort of like a self-gratification towards seeing Trump go through this process, they let that thing go, which was the FedNow. Now, remember, the Cash App guy also accepted crypto.
Yes, he did.
So I got crypto right now in Cash App.
Right, that's true.
So by just speculation, by
I
getting,
totally forgot
maybe
about that.
he didn't want to, because look how many of the crypto people have passed away.
Yes, that's true too.
Suicide, died mysteriously,
True.
this and that.
Forgot about
so
that.
the crypto people, just like the holistic health practitioners, right before that COVID thing took place, were being wiped out mysteriously. So we're watching this in real time. And maybe he wasn't willing to let go of his stronghold on the ability to exchange and make money.
The fact, because somebody even alluded to this in the chat just now, the fact that they didn't call him the CEO, so I'm not sure if he was still running.
No, he might have not still been running, but what stake does he have in it?
True.
Right? Just because he created it, if he has nothing else to do with it,
Or if he just has a different understanding on digital currency and just money altogether. If I created Cash App, and Cash App is just, it's a verb now, Cash App me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just Cash App me or Zelle me. So because he probably has that understanding of it, he's probably in proximity a threat to whatever is coming.
Because they're usually wiping out, you know what I'm saying? They're usually wiping out the people who know.
Yes.
Fam, what do you think about Bitcoin was hitting
on...
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah.
So, again, like when you take out herbalists and holistic doctors, you're doing that for a reason.
Right.
And that's so that we can't find natural solutions to a problem that was being presented. But even in all of that chaos, there were still doctors who emerged, even in their medical field. There were thousands of doctors who band together and said, this is not right.
Yeah.
We know we can cure this with this, that, and that. And you know what I'm saying? And ivermectin or whatever the case may be versus the one that the government was trying to give you because they made so much money. Side note, you know, Bill Gates made $500 million on the vaccines.
Really?
Yes, that's how much he cashed out on.
You know what's crazy? Because compared to his like net worth, that seems like really, really minuscule.
No, but he's giving to hit you with the nasal joint. They're coming out with the nasal vaccine now, where it's not a shot, it's a nasal, something up the nose.
Nobody even are we like
that? So read the tea leaves. Is there another emergence of this coming? Is this going to be there was that wave one? We have to take all of this into consideration.
Only because I just feel like people are just kind of over it.
But you got to follow the money.
The next pandemic, whatever it is, it has to be dramatic. This was dramatic because they made it dramatic, not because of what kind of people were experiencing day to day. I said this before. If people were just dropping outside, just waiting for the bus, then that's dramatic. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm in agreement.
Oh, snap.
I'm in agreement with you, but I'm also trained to watch the money. Where's his invest? It's like Nancy Pelosi.
True.
If you invest in what she invested, you gonna win.
Yeah.
Because she seems to know things that most of us
That's a fact.
don't know.
That's a fact.
So making money when you have money becomes very easy.
Yes.
So I'm just saying he owns all the fake food.
Yes.
Right? Now he owns the goddamn next a remedy to the next potential problem. And in the meantime, he made $500 million, a half a billion.
Yeah.
Just in a drop of a bucket. So as we speak about the crypto or the Cash App, individual, that might have just been to wipe this slate clean because 3 or 4 top crypto dudes.
Yes.
And that other dude is in jail.
Yes. We spoke about that other guy who he said, they're gonna try to kill me.
Yeah, he said
my girl's a Russian spy, something like that.
He
my girl's
said
a
they
spy.
are going to kill me, and then he wound up dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He said that 2 days ago, or 2 days before he actually, passed. So we know that this is a high stakes game of war going on now, and it's almost like they don't care what kind of tea leaves or stents they leave behind. That means, to me, that is a state of panic.
Yeah, and I said that, so I was has it always been this obvious, without social media? Was it this obvious? Was stuff happening days after, or they getting sloppy?
The wet work used to be very sophisticated.
Yeah.
However, I want to add this to the equation. He might have just got stabbed because his gay lover, that's a crime of passion, allegedly. I'm just simply saying. So we have to put it all on the table.
Yeah.
We can't just jump to the comfort zone of the collective of the FedNow. Might not have nothing to do with it. San Francisco, that's where he was at. Okay?
Isn't that what Silicon Valley is?
Yeah, okay, but he's also looks like a gay man.
Okay.
And then the stabs, that's you trying to get with somebody else. It's me and you forever. That's a crime of passion. We can agree on that.
Yes.
So let's go down the middle for those who in the chat who saying these niggas always crazy. No, Let's go down the middle.
Somebody said his wife lives in San Francisco. Thank you, Bosco.
And what does that mean?
You're right. You're right.
What does that mean? Got Bosco? What does that mean? He got a wife. Great. Somebody stabbed him, right, on a street in San Francisco at 2:30 in the morning. Those are the devil's hours. What you doing out? You and your wife. And if your wife was with you, why she the one I hear in the 911 calls?
Okay.
You know, I hear.
More details will come out.
Right. So, just saying, we got to connect all the dots. We can't just.
So, we got super chat. Thank you, Charles Xavier. Said, do you think crypto is dead? So, you know what? I think
Somebody just sent me some crypto. Thank you, Corey Robinson. Appreciate that. Yeah.
I think they're going to try to criminalize Bitcoin and Ethereum and all of these things that's not traded on like one of their, because CashApp, if like, because somebody mentioned in the chat, if you trade in like Bitcoin through CashApp, it's not your crypto because it's on like their platform, something like that. So I think they're gonna try to do something to kind of criminalize person-to-person transactions.
Got you.
Meaning it's gonna say, it's a security risk, a data risk. Like we don't know what they're spending their money on. We don't know how people are getting guns in the head. We don't know how people are paying for.
But as long as the dark web exists,
Yes.
and it will always exist because they are the biggest criminals on the planet. They're not going to cut their own nose off to spite their face. So this is for you common folk, you know what I mean, who are doing money or doing transactions the so-called right way. You know what I mean? This is to monitor how you're moving, how your money comes in, and then take a scenario, let's say they decide they don't like what you said. Or there's another crisis, and the only ones that we allowing to move about and get gas or get so-and-so, or guess what? Your FedNow money is not good in the liquor store because it's demonstrating you have an alcoholic problem. Or, you know what I mean? So how do we go about,
but how do they,
when that happens?
How do they, if everybody's money in this country is going through that, how do they have the capability to track everybody?
It's not them. Think about computers. Think about AI. Think about algorithms. Think about sequences that trigger certain things. Or when they want you, they want you.
Right.
So most of the citizens are good, law-abiding citizens who just want to live their lives. They don't want to hear no drama.
Right.
They just want, the world the way it is. And then there are the rebel rousers, the ones who creating an underground movement, who know that the government is what they're doing. Those are the ones who become easier to target. Because if you ain't got no money, you ain't got no movement.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't care how advanced you think you are. You ain't got no money, you ain't got no movement.
Facts.
So with that being said, this becomes a stronghold in that sense on how they can regulate, because that's what they do in China. That's the credit system.
Yeah.
If you be good, you get money.
Yeah.
If you don't be good, your money is restricted. You can't get on the train or this and that. Your FedNow only work where we tell you your FedNow works, unless you on the underground market, unless you understand the dark web, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, to where you have a back door. Pause. You know what I mean? And so our understanding of these things is almost going to be prerequisite for you to create a dark web identity.
Whoa, YouTube overlords. He didn't mean that. Jesus Christ.
Well,
You inciting violence.
not violence, so that you may,
Right, I get it.
have an outlet in which transactions can take place. That's all I'm saying. If not, you're just going to be cannon fodder for the potentiality of, of what it could be.
Jamal Evans said, drop a bomb. Thank you for the cash. Super chat.
Thank you.
Drop a bomb.
So, I already told you, when the aliens come, I'm out. So, I got my bags packed by the door. I don't even need bags where I'm going with them.
You know what's crazy?
Y'all can stay here and deal with this.
We have to go back to the Stone Age. We have to. They said in for Gen Z, flip phones without internet access are coming back.